Hey guys, we just got a massive update in Smash Legends with new legends, new maps, new abilities, character balancing, and a bunch of other stuff. This is the first significant content update to the game's soft launch, so I'm very excited to talk about it and give you my thoughts. So we got the evil villain of the library world, which is the Witch Queen, and she's being added to the Smash Legends roster, but keep in mind she's the highest rarity at the moment, so getting her won't be that easy. She's classified as a support mage and she's a ranged character. So her normal attack is just a ranged magic beam, so it's kind of like Hook's shot, except it doesn't knock you back, which is really good, and also it does pretty decent damage, and when you jump in midair, she shoots 3 beams down on the ground characters when you use your normal attack. So her secondary skill is Evil Spirit in the Mirror, which fires a giant magical orb, and it seems like this is a homing missile, so it actually hits whoever it's following. And it will also cause an AoE explosion, which will knock back any enemy opponents. And furthermore, this skill decreases the movement speed of your enemies, which can be very broken. Plus, the skill only has like a 3 or 4 second cooldown, so you can abuse it like crazy. And I think this could be a very powerful skill here. So her ultimate is Green Curse, and it attacks enemies in front of her and polymorphs them into a frog. So this means you can actually turn them into frogs for like 5 seconds and they can't do anything while you attack them. So it does take a while to charge it up, but once you charge it up, this can be a very broken skill. So I think the Witch Queen can be super powerful, and I bet you can abuse her like crazy. So all you gotta do is just run away with her secondary skill and just keep attacking your enemies, because it does follow them and also pretty much always guarantees a hit on them. So by doing this, you're constantly charging up your ultimate, so as soon as the enemy gets close to you, then you can just use your ultimate and polymorph them into a frog and just attack them. So if you just continuously do this, you're gonna become super powerful, and they can't do anything against you because you can just run and just keep shooting your big ball at them and then just frog them whenever they get close. So luckily she's super rare, so I doubt many people will have her because this is going to be a very broken character. I cannot wait to get her and try her out in Battlefield. So if you have been playing this game and have talked to any other player in the community, you probably have heard a few complaints about certain legends being too overpowered or underpowered. So the development team at Lion Games seems to have finally made some balance changes in this update. So the first change is they made all wake and hanging attacks for every legend the same damage to 350, which is kind of good, I guess, and I didn't even know it was different before, but I guess that's fine. That's good for balancing, but at the same time it's a little weird since every legend's attack power is different, so it probably made more sense before when they did different damages, but hey, anyways, it's not a big deal. Alright, so they made a little change to Cindy. Basically, the further you hit a target with your second skill, the further they will get knocked back. Now, this is okay. I don't think this makes much of a difference. Like, what makes Cindy strong is being able to reset her second skill. They didn't nerf that, and they didn't boost her in any other way. So, in my eyes, there's not too much of a change to Cindy. So now for Kaiser, so he got a nice little buff here. So his ultimate's cooldown has been decreased, and also his ultimate super armor will now stay on basically from the moment he initiates his first attack. And also when using the ground skill, he will now land more naturally. I don't know if that's a buff or not, but it seems like a bug fix. Alright, so that's pretty good. For Master Cat, the distance of dash when cancelled with an ultimate right after a ground skill is reduced. Now that doesn't make too much of a difference either, so far I haven't seen much of a buff or nerf. Now for Hook, so after a normal attack, the delay for the next attack is increased, and when using a normal attack after using the ultimate, the full stun time is reduced. Okay, so they actually nerfed Hook. That kind of sucks, to be honest, because Hook already wasn't that strong. Like, you can dodge her attacks pretty easily. Basically, if you get hit by her, you don't get stun locked as hard as you used to. Next for Ravi, basically a full hit by ground skill will now be dragged in front of Ravi regardless of distance. That's pretty good. The delay time for the next attack after a ground skill attack is reduced, and the cooldown time on the ground skill is slightly increases. Alright, so basically Ravi has gotten a nice little buff here and a slight debuff on his ground skill. Besides that, pretty good. And I think that's it for the buffs and nerfs. Nothing on Red, nothing on Cindy in terms of nerfs. And they didn't really buff anybody else other than Ravi, and a little bit on Kaiser, which is a little weird. And they didn't buff Alice, which is really bizarre, because I think Alice really needed a big buff there. So, okay, well, that's that. Hopefully there's more coming for this balancing, because I know Red is super unbalanced in my opinion. So they just added gadgets to Smash Legends, I mean abilities as they call it. Well, if you ever play Brawl Stars, you'll know what I'm talking about. So basically every character's loadout has 2 ability slots now, and you can equip quote unquote abilities in them. So when your legend reaches level 5, the first slot unlocks, and when you reach level 8, the second slot unlocks. So there's going to be 3 abilities total currently for each legend, and of course you can only equip 2 at the most. So now you can have a little bit of customization to your characters. So Lion Games is being kind kind of nice here, and they're giving us 1 free ability box for every legend that we reach level 5 with. So it does seem like every ability can be leveled up to level 3, and that will enhance the ability's power, which is a bit dangerous for the game because players with high level abilities will clearly have a larger advantage over players who don't. So anyways, we'll see how it turns out, but hey, Lion Games, let's not make this game too pay to win, okay? This is actually a fun game, so it's got a lot of potential, so don't mess it up. Starting with Cindy, we got 3 abilities here. So the first one increases her max HP from 8% to 16%, so that's really good. That makes her very, very strong because she's already tanky. The second one recovers HP for every enemy hit with your ultimate. This one, I don't think it's that useful, so we'll skip that one. Perseverance decreases energy. Okay, so basically this charges your ultimate faster from 16% to 32%, which is really, really good. Even though her ultimate isn't what makes her really strong, but it's still a good addition. Nothing too broken there. So for Peter, his first attack, okay, so let's see. So basically his first attack deals 10% to 20% more damage if you don't hit somebody for 5 seconds. So as the first hit would be pretty good. So this will make him kind of be played as a burst character, which could be very, very good too. Okay, the second one pushes your enemy back further by 14 up to 28% with your ground skill. Now, that's not super useful for certain modes, but I can see that being useful if you want to push somebody off of a cliff or push somebody further into the fire in Battle Royale. Otherwise, you don't really want this because you're just pushing them back and they can run away further from you. This third one here, Swift, what's called Swift Movement, or Swift Moves, increases your movement speed after you revive for 5 seconds. Now, that might be useful for some modes, but definitely not useful for Battle Royale. All right, next one, we got Kaiser. Kaiser here, okay, increases max HP again. Now this is really good for Kaiser because his max HP is extremely high, so this is going to really boost him up and make him tankier. The second one basically decreases duration of crowd control, so stuns and freeze by up to 25%. That's really good, guys, because now this is going to make it make Kaiser a really, really big tank. Heavy blow, okay, pushes enemy back again. Not that useful once again, so skip that. So yeah, it's okay. You know, that's not the boost I wanted to see on Kaiser, but it is making him a little bit tankier, so I guess that's good enough, right? Good enough. Okay, Red. So the first one basically increases duration of stealth up to 2 seconds. You know what? That's not bad. It's not too broken. It's pretty fair. Okay, the second one, Dancing Blades, increases damage. Whoa. Increases damage of all attacks up to 28% for 12 seconds after smashing a foe. Okay, this is really broken. This can be very, very powerful in Battle Royale and Team Arena. So this can actually, wow, I cannot believe that. They actually made Red even stronger. I cannot believe this. Okay, Red is already broken. If you guys have been playing the game, she's super broken. Now this is going to just make her even more broken because her base damage is already really high. The next one, Invisible Shadow. So this makes her move 28% faster at level 3 in her ultimate. Wow. Okay, well, for all you Red players, be happy because now your broken character is even more broken. Awesome. Okay, next we got Ravi. Okay, Instant Awakening. You deal more ground damage up to 36% and aerial damage of 100% more damage. Whoa. After hitting an enemy with a skill. So yeah, so every time you hit them with a skill and when you punch them, you deal that much more damage for 3 seconds. So that's really good because you typically can hit them with a normal attack after using a skill. So that's a really good boost for Ravi. Like Ravi actually deserved this. Okay. The second ability increases damage of all attacks by 8%, but receives more damage. Okay, so when you're over 50% HP, you deal more damage, but you also take more damage. And when you're below 50% more HP, you deal less damage, but you also receive less damage. So overall, not bad, not great. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It works, but not a really big fan of this one. Because Ravi isn't really a tank, right? Like he's more of a damage dealer. So making him do reduced damage is kind of weird. The third one... increases movement speed by 15% and increases your skill damage by 14% when ultimate is available. Up to 28% and 15%. Okay, so that's not bad. That's actually not bad because, so if you hold on to your ultimate, which you should for most of the time, you're going to deal a lot more damage with your skill. So good. I like this one. If I can choose, I would definitely choose probably the first one. and the third one here. Okay, for Hook, so let's see Hook. So, okay, this for her first one increases movement speed. Okay, that's good. That's pretty standard. Quick reload. Decreases cool. Okay, so every time you hit an enemy, you reduce the cooldown of your second skill. So that's pretty good. The third one, okay, so you basically charge your ultimate faster. So okay, good. Not bad. I think that's a pretty balanced ability set for Hook. So that's good. For Alice, increases basic attack damage by 30%. Okay, so when your ultimate and skill is not available, you deal up to 60% more damage. That's really good, I think. I think Alice needs this because her damage is just way too low. Okay, the second one, okay, this one's this one's kind of dumb. Like, you plant 3 mines when you die. Like, who cares? This might be okay if you're playing like a true support in like 3v3 arena. Besides that, kind of useless, especially in duo and also in battle royale. Okay, this one increases movement speed. You know what? This one is actually really good for Alice because she actually needs that movement speed because she needs to kite the enemies quite a bit. All right, next we got Master Cat. All right, so for Master Cat, the first ability increases damage of all attacks by 8% when HP is 50% or lower. Wow, that's good. Up to 16% more damage when HP is 50% lower. That's really powerful. So okay, that's good. Second ability increases damage of all attacks. Wait, for every stack of ultimate you get, because it takes 3 stacks to get your ultimate ready, right? You deal that much more damage during these stacks. So, oh wow, so if you have a full stack, you deal 15% more damage. Okay, so it's kind of like Rabby, so you just gotta hold on to your ultimate. All right, so the third ability increases movement speed up to 16% when ultimate is ready. Holy guys, like they really bumped up Master Cat with these abilities. Wow, okay, that's good. All right, let's take a look at the Witch Queen. All right, so for Witch Queen, so the first ability, increases duration of movement speed, decrease effect. Okay, so every time you hit your enemy, it's gonna slow them down for even longer, and it makes them jump 50% less. So I guess their jump is 50% lower. Wow, that's interesting. The second one increases basic attack damage by 8% and jump by 22%. Okay, so this is just a straight up like damage increase. So this is gonna be broken if you don't have this and then you're playing against somebody who does. Okay, that's weird. The third ability increases damage on foes by 16% while they are polymorphed, up to 32%. Wow, this is really strong. So yeah, you can get these abilities from different boxes, and of course the whales are going to get it way faster, but the abilities aren't overbroken, so they are going to create some advantages, and I think over time every player will get them eventually, but that's obviously going to come down to luck. And of course there's going to be some unfair advantages fighting them right now when they have fully leveled abilities and you don't. So we also got a new 1v1 duo arena map called Rapunzel's Broken Tower, which is supposed to be a wider arena than the current 1v1 map that we have. So there's nothing too special about the map, but it is in a straight line and it does give you more room to fight in, so I do like it better than the current map that we have, which is kind of like a weird curve thing and it's very narrow. So anyways, I do hope more people play 1v1 because it is a lot of fun and I don't want to play against bots anymore, so guys, please start matching in 1v1 duo arena, alright? They should make this also a 2v2 duo arena because this will be really fun. Like, imagine playing with your friends against 2 other people and like there'll be some strategy involved, there'll be some skills involved. Like, that would be actually fun and it'd be a really good tournament idea. So basically I think whoever dies first as a team, then they obviously just lose, so it'd be pretty quick games, but that'd be really fun. Anyways, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below and let me know who do you want to see nerfed or buffed. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button in the face and make sure to turn on notifications to see future videos and subscribe to join the MoBo squad. So remember kids, stay humble and be kind to others, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. What you think about when you're born into a fire?